Hello everybody, I'm Hope and welcome back to Let's Play Fate Stay Night Real Tenua. It is with a heavy heart that I give my answer that this will be the last recording of the Fate route. I'm not talking about the bonus content like the bad endings and alternate choices and the 8 scenes and whatever, but this is it. We're finishing the story, and it's with a heavy heart that I realize that things aren't probably going to be happy. I have a feeling it's going to be bittersweet, you know? So, previously we had the ingenious basement scene and the character development between Saber and Shirou, who've successfully completed their character arcs. And it really is thanks to Shirou that Saber was able to overcome herself, overcome the doubt that has plagued her whole life, and finally give up on that dream of hers. Still, she managed to save somebody even when she thought that she could never save anyone. Just like Shirou did later on. It's really beautiful that way. I could go on for a long time about how their characters are great, but really, I think you all already know that. So, without further ado, we should just get started. It's time that we end this curse. It's time that we stop this bloodshed. We destroy the Holy Grail. Let's go. I say so, throwing aside my attachment and my selfishness.
はい。あなたならそう決断すると信じていました。マスター。
Saber nods in response. I can't smile back at her. It takes all I have to suppress my heart, telling me I don't want this. But still, there will surely become a day when I can be proud of being trusted like this. I get up. Now that I've decided, there's no time to rest. It's clear what must be done, and the enemy is clear as well. There's no time to stop. Today, we will end this long battle before tomorrow comes. So I just have to be real. Ever-Present Feeling and Sorrow might be my favorite songs in the game. You couldn't tell, I really love just sad, somber music. It really just... I love it. With Saber helping me walk, I make it back home. I mean, we're gonna need Ilya for the ritual to be even... So, that's probably how this happens, huh? The wound on my chest hasn't healed yet. According to Saber, I should stay still for at least a few more hours. I bite my lip. I hate my body, unable to move when it's clear what needs to be done.
シロ、何か今、よからぬことを考えませんでしたか?
No, never. Not at all, Saber, never.
いや、別に何も考えてないぞ。
まったく。あまり無茶を言うと怒りますからね。
Man. It still just blows my mind the contrast of Saber from like day 3 to this day. It's crazy.
戦いは傷が完治してからです。最後の戦いになるのですから、お互い万全の体制で臨みましょう。
It's fair enough.
そうだな。焦るより、今は準備を整えないと。
Yeah, we gotta prepare. Where Kotomine went, how he beat Gilgamesh. There are many things to think about. I have to rest for now and prepare myself for later tonight. Oh. 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 At that moment, my mind stopped. Oh no, shit. Did Kirei get here already? Did he, like, abduct Ilya? There's no sign of... Oh no. There's no sign of anyone. The air is different. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Amidst the smell of burning, I can also smell the strong scent of blood. I run. I ignore my wound and run like I'm running away from the bad feeling I have. I run through the hall, turn the corner, and enter the familiar room. There. The scene before me is anything but familiar. Oh. Oh my. Oh! Oh! Are you kidding me? You can't. That's not. No, that's ketchup. That's jellyfish jam. We're fine, right? My voice shakes. No, no, no. No. I refuse. No. I don't know what happened. All I know is that Tosaka is looking at me, breathing weakly. She's alive. Oh my, dude, Kotomine, relax.
やっと帰ってきた。まったく、もうちょっとで寝ちゃうところだったじゃない。バカ。
Wow. Well, you certainly gotta give Rin some respect. She tried her best. That's a nasty wound, dude. The fact that she's still breathing is remarkable to me. I don't know what she intends, but she's talking to me normally, even though she has a wound that should make even talking difficult. That's a Shirou maneuver, dude. You should be proud of her.
Saber だバカ。くそ。とにかく血を止めないと。Saber、風呂場からタオルとお湯と洗面器。
Saber nods silently and runs to the bathroom.
包帯と血止め。血止めだけで済むかバカ。医者を呼んでどうにかしないと。
I pull out the first aid kit, still in a panic.
手当ては自分でしたから医者はいらない。
Oh. Tosaka really is built different too. Wow.
それよりもっと大事なことがあるでしょ。
I can't believe Kirei just came in here was like, hello there, Rin. Hand over Ilya. Rin just like doesn't even like you know, it's just her usual sassy self, and Kotomine's like, you know what, fuck it. Pulls out his Azo dagger. Oh, that was satisfying. Tosaka stares at me, breathing hard. I don't know what she's on about. But I nod, thinking that I have to listen to her for now. Apparently, I mean, the Shirou survived crazier, so...
いいの。一度目ぐらい自分でできる。それより。ごめん。
Oh.
留守を任されてたのに。私、イリアを守れなかった。
It's really unfortunate that Ari's wish isn't granted. I mean, Ilya's still... Jesus. If Kirei snaps her neck, like, I'm going to lose it. That finally calms me down. Tosaka's injured. The living room is destroyed. And Ilya should be here, but isn't. She nods. I don't even need to ask since he's the only one left. But only Saber and I knew that Kotomine was our enemy. This must have been a complete surprise attack for Tosaka, because the 7th Master happened to be her teacher and guardian. I think she always had her reservations. Yeah, definitely. She coughs up blood. Crap, I can't let her talk.
すぐに手当てをして休ませてやるから。
お願い。けどその前に伝えておかないとダメっぽい。
Something about Ilya?
いいしろ。これが最後の助言だからきちんと聞きなさい。
That's a death flag. Oh no. I don't want to hear words like that, but I nod silently. He's looking at me seriously with that wound of hers. I don't know if anyone will be able to stop her.
まず一つ目。琴峰の目的はイリアよ。
Yep.
あの子が今回の聖杯の器だってあいつは初めから知ってたんでしょうね。
イリアが聖杯。
Yes.
正確にはあの子の心臓ね。魔術師っていうのは魔術回路を持った人間だけど、イリアは魔術回路を人間にした子なの。
I'm guessing that's I don't know, like I don't know if they'll explain it or not later in the game. I mean, you know, Kiritsugu made a baby with Irie, so I have no idea how that works. For now, we'll just assume that she's a homunculus like her mum, and has the... I'm guessing homunculus are made that way by using a magic circuit to create the living being. Interesting.
サーバントが残り一人になった時、あの子自体が聖杯を下ろす器になる。
Unfortunately, that's gonna only be a matter of minutes, or maybe it already happened, because as much as I love my boy Lancer, homie, right? He's not surviving against Gil, unfortunately.
じゃあイリアはコトミネに。
連れて行かれたわ。でも、セイバーがまだ健在なら道は開かない。
But as soon as Ku dies,
器になるイリアをどうにかしようなんて考えないはず。
as soon as Ku dies, he can do whatever he wants to Ilya. He can kill her, and then that's just... I can only hope so. Lancer isn't an easy servant to beat either. He can't match Gilgamesh, but he might be able to at least run away. I can only hope so, but I can't tell Tosaka about that right now.
わかった。イリアは俺が助け出すから安心しろ。
そう。じゃあ二つ目。コトミネの居場所だけど、きっと竜道寺だと思う。
Really? Huh. I mean, that was one of the ley lines.
聖杯の高齢場所として、あそこ以上の場所はないもの。教会はもう引き払ってるだろうし、隠れてるとしたら、
Yeah.
あの寺だから。
Well, we have our final battle at Ryudo Temple, huh?
コトミネがいるのは竜道寺だな。
It must be hard for her to even move her neck now. But Tosaka gives a slight nod.
じゃあ最後。あなたじゃ綺麗にはかなわない。それでも戦う？
Yes, because we are Emiya Shiro, dude. We ain't giving up. Everyone we fought has... It's comparable to, like... Jackie Chan fighting a sock puppet, you know? Shiro being the sock puppet. But Shiro's managed to come out on top a lot of the time, even if he's been protected by Saber, even if he's almost died a million times. I believe in Shiro. I believe in Saber. This question is not asked as a friend called Tosaka Rin, but as a Magus who understands the situation. Thing is, though, is we know that Kirei was able to match Kiritsugu, like, so well. Honestly, I think that if the battle wasn't interrupted, there was a chance that Kirei would have won, because Kirei had way more offensive ability. He had like a bunch of command spells left, and Kiritsugu only had like he had to reload his gun every few seconds, and he couldn't, like, there was no time for that, right? And Kirei's a threat, like a gigantic threat, like terrifying. I don't know how we're gonna beat him. That's a choice, huh? I can't type today, I'm just thinking too much. Even so, Tosaka, my answer is already decided. I have no chance of winning, and the situation is the worst possible. But still...
奴には借りが山ほどある。 何があろうと引くことはできない。琴峰綺麗はエミやシロウが倒すべき敵だからな。
Well, he's the villain. The superhero needs a villain to fight. I have to settle things with him. As the one who survived 10 years ago, as one of the orphans, and as the son of Emiya Kiritsugu.
そうならこれあげる。護身用のものだけど何もないより役に立つわ。
Saying so, Tosaka reaches behind her and takes out a dagger. Okay. Please. Oh my god. It's the dagger. We're not gonna learn about this probably until another route, but we know that this dagger was used to kill Tokiomi and then given to Rin in one of the most sadistic moments from Kirei. Do you have any idea how thematic it would be if we kill Kirei with the Azoth dagger? Please. I need that. That is way too thematic. This is all too famous a dagger. It's a dagger for rituals more than for battles. A magic wand shaped like a sword used to form magic circles and to effect physical divine mysteries. Oh wow. I didn't know it was that, like, insane. Huh, I just thought it was a dagger. The word Azoth is carved into the jewel on the handle. The blade must be Tosaka's preference, as it's shorter than usual. This weapon, favored by a famous occult scholar who pretty much dominated the world, is called the Azoth Sword. It's like the proof of adulthood for Amicus, and it's like a gift you get for getting into school.
どうぞかこれは。
見ればわかるでしょ。私の探検よ。宝石に比べればビビたるものだけど、それでも気が向いた時には魔力を込めてた。レストって叫んで、ありったけの魔力を流し込めば。
That's a trump card. That is our trump card. The dagger she gives me is heavy. Not physically, but the weight of memories Tosaka has in it, right?
調査か。いいのかこれは預かって。
いいのよ。綺麗に勝てないって分かって。
Oh wow.
隠し通したんだから。このまま使わないのも。
That's an advantage.
あんたが使って。
Without him knowing, that is an advantage we have.
分かった。遠慮なくもらっとく。正直武器は大いに越したことはない。
なんだ、分かってるじゃない。ならもういいかな。いい加減もう眠くて眠くて。
He laughs awkwardly. Before I realize it, Saber is standing behind me, waiting to treat Tosaka.
寝ろ寝ろ。朝になったら起こしてやるから。そしたら腹いっぱい飯食わせてやる。
I really hope that she wakes up. I'm just gonna put my faith in the game that they're not gonna pull two tragedies and leave Shirou completely alone.
そうする。最後にこれは忠告じゃなくて。
Slaughter that priest.
シロ、やるからには死んでも勝ちなさい。
Oh, that's sweet.
私が起きた時、あんたがくたばってたら許さないから。
Fair enough. We'll do it, Rin. It's a promise. We're gonna keep our promise. She must be satisfied after saying all that. Tosaka falls asleep right after that. She looks so healthy that I feel stupid for worrying about her. She'll be fine. That was scary, though. Gotta give it to her, she's built different. But, well, that was her way of cheering me on, and she did share some of her courage with me.
任せとけ、Tosaka.
The final battle is beckoning. I tell the sleeping Tosaka. The board is all set. Now I just have to pass the few hours until my wound heals without regrets. Well, we can talk to Saber maybe for a little while. Oh, or we just skip F. The date changes. We treated Tosaka, took her to her room, made dinner, and ate it silently.
あと少し。
The wound is almost healed. There's only an hour or two left. In the remaining time, I'll... Excuse me. Alright, we're gonna do all of those. I am so sorry, everybody. we are doing all of those. We're gonna spend time with Saber last, obviously, because that's the final choice I'm gonna do. But I want to go, I don't know what this entails, but I want to do that. This might be my last time. The fire 10 years ago. If I'm the only survivor, and if I am to succeed Emiya Kiritsugu, who destroyed the Holy Grail, I should at least report to him. A kid said that a long time ago. Back then I didn't even know of his intentions, nor what I wanted to be. 10 years ago, the true nature of what I aimed to be. The reason I survived that disaster is about to take shape. Yeah. With that, my fear and hesitation go away. There's no chance of us winning. But if I'm to call myself Emiya Kiritsugu's son, I have to go settle this with my chest held high. Oh, that was a lot shorter than I expected it. Really? I did not. Okay. That was short. Still, sweet scene. Strategy meeting? Yeah, there's only one thing to do. We've always done so I should follow that until the very end. It's not romantic or elegant, but it would be more like us if we meet and come up with a plan.
Shirou, 対策を練るのはいいのですが、何もここでなくとも良いのではないですか？
いや、ここじゃないと調子が出ない。いいから中に入ろう。
This is the place,
考えなしってわ
man.
けじゃないんだ。
Okay.
シローがそういうのでしたら従いますが。
Saber reluctantly goes into the shed. Well, I have my reasons for bringing Saber to the shed. We don't have any way to match Gilgamesh right now. It goes without saying that we need a plus alpha factor. So... Oh no. Oh god, the choices. Strengthen Saber? I will strengthen Saber here when she was summoned. I don't know if such a thing is possible, but we should try anything at this point.
私に強化をかけるですか？
ああ、人間、しかも自分以外の人体に魔力を通すのがどれほど難しいかは知っている。けど、今はこれしか思いつかない。
Right. Even if I make a new weapon using projection, I can't make anything stronger than Excalibur. As long as Gilgamesh's noble phantasm exceeds that holy sword, it's meaningless to give Saber a new weapon. There's no way but to make Saber stronger herself.
成功率は低いし、セイバーには不快な思いをさせると思う。頼む。強化なんて、セイバーを物みたいに使うことを今だけは許してくれ。
That's nice of Shirou to say. I like that.
何を言うのです。私は不快な思いなどしません。シローがそう言ってくれるのなら、喜んで好みを差し出しましょう。
Nice. Saber takes my hand and agrees to my plan.
マスターを信頼しています。私の耐魔力を一時的に弱めますから、その間にシローの魔術を流してください。
Saber leans against me, still holding my hand.
少しだけ我慢してくれ、セイバー。
I concentrate and read Saber's body, her blueprint. There's less than a 10% chance of success. I ignore my fear and activate the strengthening magic faster than I ever have. Trace. Oh. Aw. I finish. I use most of the magical energy I have left to strengthen the being called Saber, but...
どうかな、セイバー。なんか手応えとかあるか？ちゃんと魔力は通ったから強くなってるとは思うんだが。
シローにも成否はわからないのですか？その外見的に鋭さが増したとか。
That's funny to me. I love it.
向上したとか伝わっていませんか？
Yeah, no. I thought that you'd be able to tell. Saber was like, I thought you would be able to tell.
いや、よくわからない。強化って言っても結局試してみるまではわからないから。魔力が通ったところで、あとは強化したもので結果を出すしかないって。
ああ、なるほど。
That's true. This isn't Dragon Ball. Oh.
恥ずかしながら私も実感が持てないというか、正直以前とあまり変化はありません。
そうか。無駄な時間を取らせたのかな。
いいえ、決して無駄ではありません。
Look at her, dude. Oh my god.
シローの魔術は正しく作用しました。体は強くならずと
も、
今心が温かい。
Pain, it's so sweet.
この熱がある限り、私は決して倒れません。
Okay, this.
シローは私を強くしてくれました。
Now I don't want to leave. I don't even want to leave this choice now. Saber has accepted my magic. She's the one who made me stronger. Her words make my fear and hesitation go away. It's not just Saber's heart that's warm. As long as I have this feeling, I won't back out of this battle. I'm making a separate save. I think I might go with this depending on what we see in the other choice. So I really liked that. I really liked that. Oh, dojo, okay. How should I spend the remaining hours? I thought about it, but this is where I ended up.
ここは変わりませんね。今の穏やかさもいいのですが、やはり私にはこちらの方が合っている。
そうだな。セイバーは騎士のくせに正座好きだし、竹刀を持つ姿も様になってたし、一度ぐらい防具をつけて試合をしてもよかったかも。
防具をつけてですか？それなら言ってもよかったのに。私は甲冑を着込みますから、シローが鎧を着るだけで模擬戦はできました。そうですね。本当にそうすればよかった。
Saber, you cutie.
もっと早く言ってくれたら、シローと本気で打ち合えたのに。
Saber's so cute, even when she's annoyed. She's cute, but her words are pretty scary.
本気でって、それこそ本気か、セイバー。まともに打ち合ったら1週間は寝たきりになるぞ、俺。
いいえ、そのようなことは決して。シローは自分を過小評価しています。この数日であなたは本当に成長した。
For 1 minute.
今のシローなら私から一本取ることも夢ではありません。
You know, it's still pretty good.
本当?
Even if that's flattery, I'm really happy. I really respect Saber when it comes to swords. Being able to beat her even once is like being accepted by her. Like, oh, swords! Yeah!
本当に本当か? そのうまく気をつけばセイバーから一本取れる。
Now let's not go too far.
はい。シローは強くなりました。それは誇っていいことですし、私もたまらなく嬉しいです。
God, Saber really has changed so much, man. I'm so like, oh, my heart is melting. Saber replies with a full smile. That expression makes my determination vanish. After this, we won't be able to come back. If we can just run away instead of going into an unwinnable battle.
シロ、どうしたのです？やはり傷が痛むのですか？それでしたら部屋で休んで。
いや、もう大丈夫だ。痛むところなんてない。
I cut off all hesitations. I can't run away, and I really don't want our final time together to be like this.
なあ、セイバー。せっかく道場に来たんだから軽く手合わせしないか。
Like playing
真
around.
剣じゃなくて遊ぶくらいの気持ちで軽く。
Can you teach me a super special attack? I hide my emotions and bluff as much as I can.
いいでしょう。なら、私は剣道ではなく、自己
Oh, hell
流で
yeah.
交えさせていただきます。
We're gonna pull off a sweet jumping strike.
思うままに剣を振るってください。
She must have understood my intentions as she gladly accepts my idea. Yes, it's more like us to be fighting than talking. For a short while, we forget about everything and feel each other's shinai. That was fun, definitely. I enjoyed it. I do enjoy the other one more. I'm gonna see, did that give me a Saber point? No, okay. Let's go do the other choices really quick with the, strategy meeting. Oh, well, that's different. I haven't seen that skip option before.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's look for a weapon. Let's prepare something we didn't have before. A new weapon. It would be helpful for Saber if she has a weapon other than Excalibur, and I could use any additional weapons.
シロ、考えとは何ですか？
ああ、なんとか手持ちの武器を増やそうと思って。ここ、もともとは親父の倉庫なんだ。
Dude, we find his
もしかしたら探せば役立つものが見つかるかもしれ
I
ない。
really wish I could remember what his gun was called. It had a cool name.
役に立つものですか？そうですね。キリツグが使っていた魔術品が残っていれば、確かにシロの力になります。
Yep.
彼の霊装は銃でした。あれならシロでもすぐに扱えるはずです。
By formal equipment, she means a weapon that supports magic usage that every Magus carries. According to Saber, father's formal equipment was a gun.
物騒なものだけど、それぐらいの方が頼もしいか。
I mean, a gun is pretty OP. Unfortunately, Kirei has shown that guns don't really... They're... At most, you can break his hand or shoot through his hand or dislocate his shoulder, but...
はい。私は下を探しますから。あるとすれば、魔力を抑える封印がなされているはずです。魔力を感知するのではなく、しらみつぶしに荷物を調べてください。
Yeah.
ないな、セイバー。
ありませんね。銃
Oh,
は
that's rough.
覚書きの一枚すらありません。
まあ、そうだよな。親父がそんなの残してたら、とっくに見つけ出してる。
I slumped my shoulders. Well, I didn't expect anything to begin with, so let's do our best with what we have. Damn, that was underwhelming. I'm so happy that that's not going to be my end choice. I am very satisfied with the strengthening Saber choice. Let's see if the last one can change my mind. Alright, give Saber back her sheath. Let's return the sheath to its rightful owner. I don't know if I'll succeed until I try, but Saber put her hand into my body to check for the sheath's existence. Then it shouldn't be impossible to take it out. I don't know how that would be possible, but let's see.
それは本気ですか、シロ？
本気だよ。もともとあれはセイバーのものだろ。ならセイバーに返すのは当然だし、この鞘があればあいつにだって勝てるかもしれない。
確かに鞘が戻れば私の魔力も上がります。
Ooh, that's him.
ですが、それでもギルガメッシュに勝てる保証はありません。それに鞘を摘出してしまったらシロはどうするのです。鞘を取ってしまえばもう
Won't heal even if I get hurt. That's normal. I've relied too much on this body of mine without even knowing it. People die when they're killed. There it is. There it is. There it is. There. So this is the choice that Studio Dean picked, huh? Oh man. The thing is, the line isn't even funny anymore. The line used to be humorous to me when I wasn't a Fate fan. Now I don't find it funny. What was funny is I didn't realize that it was actually in the VN. That was surprising, actually. That's awesome. But, the line makes complete sense when you realize that, you know, Shirou, like, literally should be dead multiple times. People die when they're killed. He's been killed, but he survived. You know, the whole point is people die when they're killed, so it's like, he should be dead. Out of context, though, if this is your first time hearing it, yeah, it's pretty funny. But as a Fate fan, I really don't think it's funny anymore. I can't be protected from such a normal thing now. Yeah. Now I don't know whether I want this choice or the other choice. That's annoying. Hopefully these don't lead to, like, these choices aren't, like, ending important. That would suck. That would be rough, you know? Okay. So, because the Dean... This is probably the stupidest reason of all time. As much as I think the other scene is amazing and cute and sweet, this is the official canon scene that Dean adapted, so I'm going to go with this scene. Plus, it's the people die when they're killed moment. Like, how can you not go with that one? So, let's do it. This is interesting, though. Shirou is so... This actually... No. This makes sense. This actually makes sense as the canon choice. Shirou is that selfless, dude. He really is. Biting her lip painfully, Saber doesn't answer. I don't know how long that lasted. Just as the clouds disappear and moonlight starts to shine in through the window. Pretty much. Saber nods at my words. Wonder if this will be painful. Saber agrees. Saber places her hand on my chest and... Gonna hurt. Plunges it into my body. My job is easy. Taking out the sheath is similar to the steps in the projection magic. Oh, okay. The sheath of the holy sword is melted into my body. I just need to gather it into one place and form it like it was before. Oh, okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Of course, that's just the image. Damn it. I say I'll return it to its original form, but it's only the magical energy that will be shaped like that. Saber's the one who gives it shape. The cluster of magical energy will take shape in Saber's, the possessor's hand. I'm just helping her. As if making something from nothing, I take the scattered pieces of the sheath and carefully reproduce it without flaw. Grace? Oh. The body's burning. Projection is way beyond my level. The magic surely kills my body every time I use it. Now you can't heal, that's even worse. It destroys my nerves, burns my skin, crushes my brain, and makes me a vegetable. But it's the only weapon I have, and this is the only way to help Saber. I imagine her figure as I saw it in my dreams. The golden sheath suited to the king who ran through many battles. I take what protected the king and led her to numerous victories and reproduce it vividly without any mistake. Yeah, after seeing this scene feels like the right one, just, you know, so that no matter what happens, I engraved it into my mind so that I will not forget it no matter what kind of end awaits us. I hear Saber's voice. Something that was binding my body for a long time escapes my body. Shirou, you legend. It must be perfect, as Saber seems surprisingly happy. My body is burning, and I fall into my butt. Yeah, he's burning up. Saber runs to the house. Listening to her footsteps, I let out a sigh. I felt it was perfect too. It was so perfectly done. I believe no future projection will be as perfect as that. Damn. Yeah, no kidding. Thinking the sheath, because... How many times would Shirou be dead now without it? So many times. I bid farewell to that which was part of me until now. The golden sheath that protected her. I will never forget it. Even if it leaves my body, its figure has been engraved into my heart. That's a line, man. That is... sweet. Alright. It's about time we go. The moon is distant. The clouds have cleared and the darkness is a dim blue glow. Daybreak is close. The long night is about to end. You could say that the fate stay night is it gonna end? This is the final moment. Going through the night, Saber and I have reached our final destination. Why do I feel like Fate Stay Night is a much more literal like name than like I feel like it's like Steins Gate, where you think it's just, you know, just some wacky name, and then by the end of the game you're like, oh, Everything just clicks together.
シロ、これは。
Okay, yeah, that looks like some Grail ritual shit is happening there. Well, here we go, guys. Final battle. Saber sounds tense. I feel the same way. As I nod, I can feel sweat dripping down my neck. The mountain feels like one big living thing. The wind coming down from the mountain gate is warm, and the shaking trees seem like breathing lungs. Chills and pressure assail me every time I take a step. No, the air really is thick and wet.
マナの密度が高い。10年前と同じです。
Yeah.
おそらく上ではもう。
The color of the sky reminds me of when the fire happened. The summoning of the Holy Grail has begun, or it's already over. Either way, that must mean that Lancer has fallen to Gilgamesh. Yep.
確認するぞ、セイバー。
Yes, we even get to play Disillusion.
上に着いたら、あとは戦うだけだ。セイバーはギルガメッシュの相手を頼む。
That's our roles.
俺はマスター、コトミネを撃つ。
That's very fair. It's really thematic, actually. Having seen Zero, this is very satisfying. Finally getting to see Saber take care of Gilgamesh. Seeing the son of Kiritsugu take care of Kotomine. It is very, very satisfying.
お互いの戦いには手を出さない。
Yes.
どちらかが相手を倒せば、それで終わりだ。
No matter what, we have to focus on our target.
ええ。今回だけは私は自分の戦いに専念します。それに、コトミネはあなたが倒すべき敵だ。
We both have a hell of a fight in store for us. Because the thing is, the difference between level from each of our opponents is massive. From Shirou to Kirei, the difference is insane. From Artoria to Gil, the difference is insane. Even if the battles were swapped, it would still be difficult. Surely Saber would have an easier time with Kirei, but still, that's not the point. They each have their own battle to go through. They've each defeated their demons. They've each overcame so much. It's time to break this cycle. Time to just, I'm so excited, man.
よし、任せとけ。セイバーの方こそ、あんな奴にやられるんじゃないぞ。
Man, you gotta love it when I combine Shirou and Kirei's name, Shirei. Dude, is that the ship name for the two? Like, I bet the Shirou and Kirei shippers like busted a fat one right when I said that, dude.
はい。誇りにかけて彼には負けるわけにはいかない。サーバントとしてではなく、英霊としてかの王に膝を屈することはできません。
Disillusion might be also another one of my favorite tracks in the game. I'm just being honest, I love it. Saber says so strongly without hesitation or distress, so there's nothing more to say. We would go to battle and determine the winner as the last remaining masters. Even if in the process, if one of us dies, the other need only defeat their enemy. Even if I die, if Saber beats Gilgamesh, Kotomine won't be able to obtain the Holy Grail. At the same time, even if Saber dies, if I defeat Kotomine, Gilgamesh won't be able to stay in this world. So there's no need to help each other. Our battles have already gone their separate ways. We go up the stone stairs. Air gets denser the closer we get to the mountain gate. Sweat drips down my neck. Ominous premonitions prick at my skin. Our strongest opponents await at the end of these stairs. But I really don't care about that. We go up the stairs. The mountain gate is approaching. This is the end. No matter who wins this battle, Saber will disappear. Yeah. The long and short days of battle will end, and Saber will vanish from this world. She's going to return to her proper time. I can't say I have no regrets. Losing Saber, losing the one I promised to protect, the one whose happiness I wished for. I don't know yet how hard it will be. We are still walking together, and I can feel her presence. I'm not yet ready to lose her. Even if I knew many days ago, even if I knew from the moment we met that there would be a parting at the end. Thinking back, there were so many memories. Nights when we walked together, and times we fought together. I selfishly tried hard in the beginning thinking that I couldn't let a girl fight. She trained me hard in the dojo. I slept in the shed because I was unable to sleep with a girl in the next room. We had lunch together. Saber liked the bath, but was satisfied when the food was good. Liked the clothes Tosaka prepared for her, and talked with Fujine. She pushed herself, took all the burdens onto her shoulders, and finally collapsed. And we shared our hearts in the ruin. I've been crazy since then. I couldn't think of anything but Saber. And after my reasons for fighting changed, I realized that I loved Saber. How can I lose someone like this? Saber doesn't say anything. I can't say anything either. When these stairs end, if we reach the top, there will be nothing for us to talk about. Losing Saber and parting with her will happen in the future. But this moment is the only time allotted to us for farewells. We go up the stairs. If I don't want to say goodbye, I can just talk to her about meaningless things. Like going to town again after we go home. Or what she wants for breakfast tomorrow morning. Such meaningless things. But I can't even talk about such things. Gotta love when we haven't even reached the fight and I'm already crying, man. If I talk, that'll be our final conversation. A clear end. Neither of us can offer a clear farewell. And so, we reach the mountain gate. This is the final choice. If we go on, it will end. But if we go back, I might be able to find a way to avoid losing her.
Saber.
I stop and turn back to Saber. Saber is the same always. A tense stare with a composed expression. The moment I see it, all kinds of temptation attack me. Like, let's run away. Like, if I don't want to lose her, I can go back. She would accompany me if I wished. My determination wavers. That temptation rises in my throat. But I stop it. Yeah. We have to do this. We can't let Kotomine have his way. I really don't want to lose Saber. I don't. I declare that as a master, just as I always have. Saber nods silently. Her eyes are strong-willed as always, so I won't have any regrets. As she believes in me, I too will believe that my choice is correct. We start for the mountain gate. We head into the battle with no return. I couldn't say anything, and I couldn't tell her what I really wanted to tell her. But I want to believe that this silence was able to tell her my feelings. The long stairs we climbed together. This is our final memory of... That can't be true. That is our final memory of our time together. Okay, well, hopefully we could just focus on a cool fight scene now instead of sadness. Dude, my eyes are already, like, bloody red. I'm not looking forward to this ending if this is already getting me like this. Because I already know that this is going to end with Saber disappearing. They've shown that hundreds of times in the story. I really doubt that Nasu's gonna pull a Deus Ex Machina. I really doubt it. I mean, it's a bittersweet ending, right? I'm just upset, you know? I really am. I don't know why I'm getting so obsessed with checking this. I really wanted to see the bar go all the way up. Again, I've asked this, but can you raise their bar to max? I'm very interested. I'm also interested that Ilya has a bar despite not having her out. That's very interesting. Poor Sakura, though. RIP. I think they added a new... Yeah, they added the Azov. Which we'll read all this stuff some other time. Red light fills the mountaintop. The blowing wind is getting stronger, and it seems the source of it is that light coming from the back of the grounds. Red phosphorescence scatters in the wind, and the ground is too bright for nighttime. Stagnant air filled with the presence of death. This is like the fire back then. But it isn't like that. Within all this red light, something is about to emerge. From the back of the building, a black darkness oozing in the bright red. If this clearing is like a clear lake, that mud is like an oil spill. Mud that spreads, taints the ground, and does not kill anything it swallows. It's like a visible curse. I'm a Magus too. I can sense that the thing only reacts to the human mind and only swallows human bodies. Here we go. Hello, Gil. He's there within all the rich colors, ignoring the blood red and the death-stained black. The servant clad in gold is waiting for us. No. For Saber in the middle of this place. Here we are. Yep. Unfortunately, we are not getting Saber covered in Grail juice. Gilgamesh is only looking at Saber. It goes the same for Saber. She takes a step forward and points her sword at the knight in front of her.
Gilgamesh.
What do you... Damn it, I keep doing that. I'm pretty sure he just believes he owns it, so... Yeah, because he deems Kotomine worthy to use it. As if in answer to Saber, the Golden Knight raises his hand. At the same time, the air behind him sways like a haze. The king's treasure, hundreds of noble phantasms, are loaded like bullets. I'm so excited to put this bastard in his place. Is that a euphemism? Gilgamesh, you are truly disgusting. You are truly disgusting, Gilgamesh. Hey. That's... And they really fucking bastardized Saber and Zero. Holy shit, man. I genuinely loved seeing her get emotional, but now that I've seen this game, like, the only person to be able to get her to waver just a little bit was Shirou. So, like, I don't know. I feel like Lancelot I could still see because it was one of her, like, Lancelot I can see, yeah. But Skantar, no. Nor Gilgamesh. I really don't see them getting to her at all. Another step. Saber steps into the range of the many noble phantasms. This isn't a battle I can do anything about. The battle between Saber and Gilgamesh is something no human can interfere with. I really wonder if Gilgamesh and Kirei are going to be the final boss every time. The only other villain that really we haven't seen is Zoken. But I have a strong feeling that his presence will be in Heaven's Feel because that's Sakura's route. UBW, Unlimited Blade Works, from what I know about it, I know that it's the route where Archer gets the most attention and where Shirou and Archer's, like, characters are clashed together. Just to clarify, I do know that they fight because, unfortunately, videos of that have popped up for years for me. Never watched them, but I know that they fight, so I don't think he's going to be the final boss, but I'm excited for that.
邪魔はいらぬ。そこの雑種。Kotomineに用があるのなら早々に消えろ。奴は祭壇で貴様を。
Of course he's waiting. Kotomine is waiting. I glance at Saber. She nods while looking at Gilgamesh. Her figure tells me that she is wishing me her best. Yep. I turn around. The one I need to face isn't here. Behind me. As I run, I hear the battle start. At the back of the building, behind the main temple, is a large lake. Untouched by humans, the lake is holy, as if a dragon king lives in it. The clear blue water is pure, and the lake isn't even murky. But that's all in the past. The lake now has none of these characteristics. The red light is in front of my eyes, and the sea of black tar, and... Oh... That's twisted. The way that the title screen music was used there gave me chills. That, alright. Whoever, the people that like put the music tracks where they go in terms of the scenes did a fantastic job. That was brilliant. This song, the more that you hear it, it's more creepy and more unsettling, you know? Also, looks like we're going for a more literal crucifixion sacrifice. Brilliant. The void created in the air and the girl presented as a sacrifice. My calm mind instantly goes over the limit. I stop and glare at my enemy. Yep. He smiles sarcastically and opens his arms to welcome me. That is the site of our battle. This is the altar of the summoning in this Holy Grail war. God, that is creepy and unsettling. Oh, there's that Grail juice. I glare at Kotomine. There's about 10 meters between us. The fight will begin if I move another step. I don't know what kind of Magus Kotomine is, but I assume he'll use some kind of projectile weapon like Tosaka. In comparison, I can only punch him. Even though I have the dagger Tosaka gave me, it's useless unless I get near him. Once the fight starts, I'll have to run straight at him and stab his chest. But first, I have to do something about Ilya. Oh no, it's hilarious, dude. No, that shit's funny to Kirei, man. Is it because there's still a master left? Or and a servant? Oh, the ritual has to be complete. Gotcha. Until she dies, then Ilya's still alive. Hell yeah. Kirai's gonna laugh. Oh, damn. Yeah, it's just corrupted. Yeah. Isn't that brilliant? Isn't that beautiful? The thing that we've been fighting for. Yeah, didn't they call in Zero? They called Angra like all the evil in the world. What is he saying? If that's true, then he became a master not for a wish, but just to open this up? Yeah. I clench my teeth and glare at the Black Priest. The man smiles.
そうだな。強いて言うならば娯楽だよ。
I mean, yeah. He makes a simple claim as if it's only natural.
わからないのか。例えば音楽だ。歌を楽しいと思うのはなぜだと思う。エミヤシロ。
Oh god, we're gonna go into some philosophy about this. I'm excited, actually.
なんだってそんな。
では本はどうだ。物語が人を引きつけるのはなぜだと思う。
This is getting meta. Yeah, I've never thought about it. Ooh, that's complex, actually.
そう。考えるまでもない。あらゆる
It's just for pleasure and
人
amusement.
間を喜ばせるもの。それらが楽しいのは単に人間が作ったものだからだ。よいか。あらゆる創造物は人間の内より生じるもの。つまるところ、この世で最も愉快なものとは人間に他ならない。
Yeah, we've grasped that from Zero.
むき出しの人間こそが最高の娯楽とな。
There are definitely humans whose entertainment value is way more up there, like Karya's.
それに比べれば彼らが生み出す娯楽など二次的なものだ。
Damn.
そう、音楽も物語も愛憎も憐憫も信頼も裏切りも道徳も背徳も幻想も真実。
Damn, bro.
すべて抱きすべき不純物に過ぎ。
Oh man. Dude, I'm gonna never play video games or watch anime or listen to music ever again, dude. I've been living life wrong. I should just go outside and watch people be people. I'm kidding.
そのようなもの、所詮は残りカスに過ぎぬ二流の娯楽。
Very interesting, though. I'm glad that we're learning a little bit more about Kirei.
私が楽しみたいのは人間そのものでな。そのような余分なものなどもはや口に合わん。そのためには営みなどという贅肉はそぎ落とさなければならない。走馬灯というものがあるだろう。それと同じだ。人間は死の瞬間にのみ価値がある。
Oh my god.
生存という助走距離を持って高く飛び、空に届き尊く輝くもの。その瞬きこそが
That's
私の
insane,
望み
actually.
だ。
That's ridiculous. Oh my god. That's just sadistic.
お前の求めた質問の答えだ。お前たちが平穏を糧にするように、この身は星の光を食べて生きている。
Yeah. Kotomine. The priest offering his speech with his hands apart is abnormal. I feel a chill, but not at his speech, but at the priest himself, because he looks like a holy being when he says he wants to enjoy humans.
つまり。
ああ、10年前の火災は悪くなかった。小規模ではあったが、通常ではありえない刺激に満ちていた。
Excitement. Wonderful.
そう。私が望むものなどその程度だ。あのような地獄にこそ、魂の炸裂、人における最高のきらめきがある。それは、お前自身も体験したことではないかな、エミヤシロ。
I mean, true, but the entertainment and excitement part of it is definitely not true for us.
どうだ。無念のまま朽ちる人間の叫びは、
Oh,
胸に
yeah.
迫るものがあっただろう。
It does for me with fictional characters, so yeah. Don't talk shit. That time, that hell can't be contained with just that one sentence. Yeah, that's... I love that. Shiro, get pissed, Shiro.
理解してくれたか。いびつな形ではあるが、私ほど人間を愛している者はいない。故に、私ほど聖杯にふさわしい人間もいまい。
Interesting. This is definitely cool. The priest laughs in satisfaction, as if he thinks that event where people died in vain is wonderful from the bottom of his heart.
そういうことか。
That's all we need. We need to beat his ass. I concentrate on my feet, fill them with chakra, put my powers into my legs, about to jump forward. Yeah, yeah! Oh, that voice line. I jump forward with all... Can't even read because of how excited I am. I jump forward with all my might. It's about 10 meters to him. I'll go in straight at him and... I jump sideways. This is the result of my instincts of not wanting to die, surpassing my desire to kill him. I roll sideways onto the ground and look up. I look at the place I was running over. The sound of burning. The burning sound is coming from the black mud stretching out from the lake. It's like a black carpet. The mud slashed like a whip, attacking me as I went after Kotomine and left a mark on the ground. Oof! That's not good.
言い忘れていたが、すでにお前は私の射程に入っている。加えてこれは生き物に敏感でな。
Oh, that's just peachy, dude. He's got his own like Doc Octopus fucking tentacles.
動き回るのは勝手だが、不用意に動くと。
I do not mind you moving. I jump to avoid the black mud mercilessly attacking me. Screw moving carelessly, he's ready to kill me. I stand up, still keeping watch over the lake. The distance to Kotomine hasn't changed. That means this 10 meters is as near as he wants me to get. But that tentacle of mud stretches without limit. It will come after me if he wants it to, and I'm sure there are more than one.
ほう、やる気か。それは喜ばしい。このまま立ち去るのなら殺しようがなかったが、お前本人が争うのであれば問題はない。何しろこれでも神に仕える身だ。助けを求める者をあげるわけにもいかなくてな。
よく言う。人を背中から襲ったやつがな、そんな言葉を吐くんじゃない。
He must have remembered what happened with Lancer. Kotomine laughs as if in admiration.
そうだったの。お前にはあれで愛想が尽きていた。これ以上先延ばしにする必要はない。
Damn.
正直に言うとな、エミヤ氏。私はお前に期待していたのだ。リンがお前を教会に導いた夜、運命すら感じた。お前があの男の息子と分かり、内面まで似通っていると知った時の喜びなど分かるまい。
The greatest part is we're still someone he can't even understand, you know? That's gotta really piss him off.
10年前に叶わなかった望み。エミヤ・キリツグという男に、こうしてもう一度
Didn't mean to skip the line, apologies. The tentacle whips out. The quivering mud coming from the lake is like a black snake. I bite my lip. This is the worst situation as I thought. The number of snakes continues to increase without end. I don't know how long I can survive, let alone how I can get close to him.
勝機がないのは当然だ。お前の生きた年数と私の生きた年数では大きく開きがある。
That is true. The priest raises his hands. He glares at the heavens as if he is conducting an orchestra. Wow.
命をかけろ。あるいはこの身に届くかもしれない。
That's really the only way. Releases the black snakes. We're gonna interlude back to Gil. Yep. Gil and Saber. Oh, look at all the swords. That's awesome. Sparks fly off. The Golden Knight retreats from the blows, which are full of the utmost spirit. She must have seen it as an opening. Ooh, this track's awesome. Saber dodges a swinging sword and moves deeper into the enemy's range. Come on, Saber, let's go! If the yell is a rip, the sword is like a comet. Rip the Beyblade off! Yeah! If it overwhelms the opponent and he hesitates, but she keeps it up. I think that's what it said. She keeps attacking. The sword keeps moving. It has destroyed rocks and pierced through walls, but... every blow is blocked by weapons that appearing from behind him. Now it's Gil's starting to get pissed. Escaping danger, the Golden Knight, Gilgamesh has another sword in his hand. It is easy to repel that weapon, but she cannot block it straight on. All of the enemy's weapons have unknown abilities. It would be suicidal to block it without knowing its ability. Saber jumps back out of range and catches her breath. Gilgamesh raises himself unhurriedly. Gilgamesh shows no fatigue. For him, this battle is just entertainment. There must be no fatigue or strain when he knows he is going to win. It hurts to see Saber like that. Come on, I believe in you, Saber. But it's different for Saber. For her, this moment is her only chance of victory. Before her enemy becomes serious, she has to defeat Gilgamesh before he takes out Ea, or she will be the one defeated. That is why she has continued to attack without a thought for saving her energy. She has cornered the enemy like this more than a few times, but still, she could never get past his wall of noble phantasms. Nah, she believes in Shirou. Yeah. Damn straight. Damn straight. Really? Okay, that is troubling, I'll admit. While that may be troubling, it's Shirou. He's got it. Well, we're gonna do the impossible, buddy. The Golden Knight's eyes are not laughing. He is serious. But that is wrong. For Saber, such a choice would be a mistake. Nonsense. I love how Saber's like so like affirm like her when she says it's the correct decision. It reminds me of Shirou saying that he believes that the choice isn't wrong. I don't know, it just reminds me of that. Space distorts. The number of noble phantasms behind Gilgamesh increases. She grips her holy sword once again. Actually, there is a way. There's only one, but there's a way to defeat the Golden Knight. They will not succeed unless several conditions are met. Even if she defeats Ea, he will be able to defend against her attack if he has energy left. And the method to defeat Ea will remain unknown until she takes direct hit from it once more. Oh, yikes. But there is no other way to win. It is a matter of how to grasp that slight chance. Usually she selects the best choice by instinct and follows that view, but right now she cannot even feel it with her instincts. Probably because the probability of victory is so low and the chance of a comeback is pretty much zero. But still, she must fight. For Shirou, who abandoned his protection to give her back her sheath, she cannot be defeated here by him. No, Gil. Saber's gonna beat your fucking ass. More weapons appear. They move without Gilgamesh touching them, and they aim at Saber. The weapons, whose handles were only visible before, all show blades now and await their master's order. This is this knight's way of fighting. From the beginning, Gilgamesh has never been a swordsman. These noble phantasms are produced in the air and become bullets at their master's command. That is why he is called Archer. The servant is an archer with the strongest arrows. Wow. With one command, the Godspeed Rain of Swords begins. Each one has fatal power. She eludes every one of them like a falling leaf. Yes! A sword from the front, a spear from the left, a polearm from below and above, a three-edged sword arcing and attacking from behind, a swing from a hammer bigger than she is? She blocks, repels, dodges, and twists her body away from the last attack. God, I'm so... Saber, you've got this, come on! I know you're out of breath, girl, but you can do it! Breathing hard, Saber recovers the stance she was driven out of. In that instant, she sees them behind her enemy. Behind Gilgamesh, the noble phantasms are already produced. 47 of them! She jumps full force. Many noble phantasms are stabbed into the ground as not to let her escape. Ah! In the reign of noble phantasms, she is hit time after time. Her armor is destroyed, her gauntlets pierced, and even the pieces covering her feet are pierced. Oh no! Saber manages to avoid a fatal wound even in this danger, but then sees the worst thing possible. On the other side of the reign of noble phantasms, as if to finish off a fleeing enemy, Gilgamesh is pulling out his favorite sword, Aya. Oh my god. This is one of the conditions she's talked about, but how is she gonna survive a hit from this? She stops her jump. She lands right away and pours magical energy into her holy sword. But will it be in time? Wind roars, the blade of light is revealed, and she raises her sword without waiting for the wind to fully unseal. Every time she says Excalibur, it's so good. She does not even bother with the reign of noble phantasms and swings her holy sword with all the speed possible. But it is too late. Counting through his own noble phantasms, Gilgamesh swings his sword. They're gonna cut back to Shirou and Kirei, aren't they? God damn it. Smart pacing, I get it. God damn it. I'm terrified. I really am. This is an amazing battle, though. I'm loving this. I kick away the mucus around my ankle. My clothes are burnt away and my skin is exposed. Yikes. I jump back from the striking tentacle. I can't feel my right ankle and I can't even tell if it's there. But I jump into the open field in front of me. I check my body as I roll. Ankle. Alright, it's still there. I just can't feel it. If it's there, I should be able to run. Damn. This is like hell. This is just... I'm jumping in a different direction again to avoid the striking mud. I hear a splashing sound right next to me. The smell of the ground burning forces my dizzy head awake and... Oh, that's... Fire runs up my back. That's just awful. I shake it off and jump to an empty space. That must have been the end of this attack. The black mud that was surrounding me has disappeared from view for now. I bite my lip. I ran so much, but in the end, I'm pushed back to here again. Seriously, that image with Ilya is still unsettling to me. I breathe hard and look at him so as not to lose in spirit. Kotomine has not moved at all. He has just watched me run around. No matter how hard I breathe, my heart won't calm down. It's saying it's at its limits and it needs rest. It's about to go out on its own if I don't let it rest. What can we do? What can we project? Think of a way to beat him. Shit. I can't do anything. I can't get near Kotomine nor get through that black mud. I'm not going to hold back on using the projection magic. If I can't move forward, I can reproduce Saber's sword again. That's true. It'll surely be able to slice through the black mud and I can go straight for Kotomine. The instant he speaks, we've got nothing else. We gotta project it. Lots of mud comes splashing towards me, telling me I cannot let myself stop. I raise myself and barely dodge the mud. The mud itself isn't too bad. It's slow compared to Saber's Shinai, and it only comes where it's aimed, so it's easy to dodge. See, like, Shiro trained for this. I love that they actually paid attention to detail in training Shiro for the things he's gonna need to beat the final boss. I love it. But that's only true when there's only one of them. But remember, if the MC ever does good with only a little bit of training, like, if they don't spend 5 years training, it's plot armor. I can't deal with tens of mud attacks, the ones that come from behind me the instant I dodge them. As a result, I can only move around. Even then, mud covers me bit by bit. There's no time to rest. I can't reproduce a sword like this. Projection magic tracing a weapon for the beginning requires at least 1 minute of concentration. If I show such an opening, I'll be melted down to my bones. Just convince Kotomine that if he gives you 1 minute, you'll produce the most entertaining outcome. Parts of my body covered with mud have lost sensation. The only good thing is that I don't feel any pain, but I won't know if I'm dead or not when that mud covers my whole body. I'm finished when that happens, and most of all, I'll have melted away by then. This reminds me of Gaara, like his sand shield. All I can do is run. I know it's only a matter of time even if I do, but I have to keep running for now. I won't have any luck getting near Kotomine while I'm dodging this mud. I can't get close now. Waiting behind Kotomine is a pool of mud. If there's any chance of getting near him, it'll be when I do something about this mud. Mud. Oh no, what got him? What got him? I can't believe it. Who on earth would trip at a time like this? It happens. It happens, man. To the best of us, dude. Okay, so this isn't the time for this, but I have to get a pet peeve of mine. A pet peeve of mine is when Let's Players or reactors get angry at the protagonist for messing up, despite it being completely understandable that they mess up because they're human. Like this. I'm sure there are people who are like, oh my god, fuck you, Shirou, you dumbass, you piece of shit, worst protagonist of all time. I'm over here empathetic, man. It happens. You're stressed out beyond belief. You're in a life or death situation. Yeah. A lot of people call it a plot contrivance when that kind of stuff happens, but it depends. Here it's not. If him tripping allowed him to, like, throw the dagger into his neck or something, yeah, fine, plot contrivance, but it's just a rant. Kotomine looks down at me like trash. He points his fingers at me and many snakes show their veins. Ugh. I get up. I try to get up, I fall again. Roll, dude, roll! I fall. The snakes are coming. But I still fall. Oh my god, why? Why? Black mud comes from my neck. What happened? Why? Oh, I see why. My right ankle is unbelievably... Oh! Black! And they're gonna come back. Oh my god, this is tense. We don't even get to see what happens. It's like a live or death... Oh, no, it's... Oh, okay. Dude, fuck you, Kirei. I raise my head. I'm still conscious. My wrists and neck are held by mud like chains, but I still retain my senses. Kiritsugu's fake. Damn. I really do think the deciding factor of this fight is their arrogance and ego. Gilgamesh could have finished Saber off from the very beginning by popping Aya over and over again, but he decided to toy with her. 1, because he wants her. 2, because he doesn't even believe that she has enough strength to even come close to defeating him. 3, she's a woman. Not even kidding, that's Gilgamesh's words, etc. Kirei views Shirou as just a fake Kiritsugu, something below Kiritsugu, something not even worth to look at. Trash, filth. Not even a challenge. He could finish him off right now, but because he isn't, that's going to lead to their downfall. I think that's very justifiable. A lot of people don't understand that ego is a huge thing, and it's real. I'm sorry, but there are so many killers out there, so many bad people who do this kind of thing. Toy with their victim. Let them live past when they should kill them. It's unfortunate, but that's just human nature. For some people, you know, twisted people fucked in the head. The skin with mud on it, it's burning. It feels like acid is slowly sweeping through the pores of my skin. I grit my teeth, bare it, and check on my right ankle. It's totally black. I can't feel it, nor can I move it at all. I'll have to take the mud out of my body or put magical energy into it to move the clotted blood in there. Wow. Imagine being able to move a blood clot by using magical energy to flow it, like push it out or make it flow. That's crazy. Man, I feel like mages would do a lot in the medical field with that. Either way, the moment I move it, all the muscle in my right ankle will be destroyed. Yikes. Oh my god.
そうかよ。そりゃ構わないが、お前なんだってそこまでキリツグを目の敵にするんだ。キリツグに聖杯を壊されたことがよっぽど悔しかったのか。
I still don't know the answer to this. The only answer I could grasp from Zero is that Kirei was upset that he who thought he could understand everybody couldn't understand someone like Kiritsugu when he thought that they were the same. So I'm interested.
何？近親憎悪というやつだ。私とキリツグは似ていたからな。奴の行為は全てが勘に触ったよ。
Okay.
ちょうどお前が私に嫌悪を抱くのと変わらない。
I see. That's actually a fair response. Kiritsugu and Kirei are definitely, I mean, similar, but Shirou and Kirei are definitely similar too. I don't have all the reasons why yet, because I believe that's going to get explored in other routes. But there's a lot to do with, they're just similar because of, how do I put this? I've talked about it a little bit before, but I'll talk about it more later. I need to think about it.
ふざけるな。キリツグとお前が似ているなんて間違っても口にするな。
Unfortunately, the Kiritsugu you knew was a lot different. I raised my body up with my arms and glared at him. I don't know what's so funny, but he makes that evil smile.
なるほど。お前にとってはそうだろう。何しろ奴は私を見逃すほどの善人だったからな。
Yep.
あの大火災を引き起こした私を倒しただけで命までは取らなかった。
Yeah, we saw that at the end of Zero.
それが間違いだったことをお前は知っているはずだ。
Yeah.
キリツグさえ私を殺しておけば、あの孤児たちは穏やかな日常を送れたのだろうからな。
You
反論
bastard.
できまい。だが私にとってもそれは不快な事実。あれほど冷酷な魔術師だった男が
Damn, that's why you're
敵を助けた
mad?
という事実こそが不快だった。
Really interesting. That again. Saber said it too, that Kiritsugu was a great magus and that he would do anything to accomplish his goals. But that's...
だが、奴の過ちはそんなことではない。奴が犯した過ちはな、聖杯を壊しただけでこの戦いが終わったと思い込んだことだ。
Yeah, unfortunately.
故に、奴はお前に何も伝えず、聖杯戦争は終わったのだ
Yeah.
と一貫し、この呪いに侵されたまま人生を
It's
終え、
unfortunate.
道家といえば道家だな。奴は自身を呪った私を見逃し、その果てに数年経って命を落とした。
Kirei cursed him? I thought the Grail did. Well, was it Kirei's influence on the Grail that did it?
自分はことを成したと、聖杯戦争を終わらせたのだと、勘違いの達成感を得たまま。
What? No. Hold on. Then what? Kiritsugu died because of this guy? And that peaceful face he had on the night of his death was... No! That's awful, man. That makes that scene worse. Not like in terms of writing, but in the sense that it's more sad. I'm not even kidding. That part at the end of Zero where they have that talk on the outside the shed on that porch thing makes me cry every time I watch it. I won't even like hide it. It makes me cry every time I watch it. Damn it.
そうだ。最後に聞いておこ
う。What is it?
切り継ぐの最後はどうだったのだ、エミヤシロ。息子であるお前に後を。
Damn it.
何やら満足していったわけか。
Yes, you did.
なんという道家ぶりだ。何一つとしてなせず、息子であるお前に責任を押し付け、さぞ滑稽に消えたのであろうな。
You are pushing Shirou. Kirei, this is... You shouldn't be doing this. I kick off the ground. I drove magical energy into my right foot and moved it by force. I ignore my tearing muscles. I run to him on all fours like a dog.
そうだ。その程度の気概がなくては話にならん。
Kotomine raises his hand towards the waterfall behind him. What is he thinking? That is a curse so strong that it's visible. You could call it magical energy specialized for destroying people. There's nothing you can do with it as it cannot be reshaped or anything. Anybody that touches that mud will be stained with a strong curse and will be melted as if digested. In the process, pain and fear before death remain as magical energy and become the next curse to seek out living people. That's awful. So you die if you touch it. Anyone who touches it will die unless they can get the mud out of their body. The priest stuck his hand in that waterfall of mud, but he doesn't stop smiling. Awful. You're awful, Kirei. In his hand is a black darkness. I sense that it is something completely different and... Okay. The world is attacked by a sudden flash of light. The moment I realize that the light is from Saber's noble phantasm. Finally. We got the name reveal. Okay. We got it. There we go. Priest's words instantly turn the world black. Her vision, blinded by the light, is filled with darkness. If she were conscious, she would have known it was the ultimate black light. The darkness was only for an instant, but it is not darkness, but a swarm of grain-sized curses. The darkness swept her body away, and she regained consciousness from the unpleasant sensation. Really? She gasps. The first thing she feels after consciousness returns is pain. Skin that was protected by armor is burned, her body is pierced and slashed, and she is in a miserable state. Are you kidding me? No! Lost to Aya. She was cornered by Gilgamesh's noble phantasms, could not block them, and took a hit from Aya as well. She managed to offset it a bit with Excalibur, but her body is wounded too badly. The wound is healing without magical energy, but even the protection of the sheath will not return her to normal instantly. There.
ここまでだ、セイバー。よもやその体でまだ敗北を認めぬなどと言わぬだろうな。
Gilgamesh approaches without a scratch. Still on the ground, Saber looks up at her enemy. She cannot do anything right now. The man can do whatever he wants with her.
Gilgamesh, 今の光は。
In spite of that, this is what she worries about. Shirou, you know? That flash of light. That black darkness from the back of the compound that covered the earth for an instant. She does not want to think about it, but that darkness might have been aimed at Shirou.
今の光か。お前ならばわかろう。あれは極大の呪いだ。琴峰が聖杯から直接呼び出したのだろうな。聖杯の中にはこの世のすべてを呪うなどというものがあるのだそうだ。
Oh wait, remember when Angra took the form of Irisfiel, they said to Kiritsugu, curse you, Angra Mainyu curses you. That could be it as well.
先ほどから見えているあのオダクはな、聖杯から漏れている残りカスに過ぎん。その本体を出されたのだ。お前のマスターとて、もはやこの世にはおるまい。
Yeah, I am. I'm not sure how we're surviving this. I've said that so many times during this game. I've been proven that This game has not pulled a Deus Ex yet, and I'm excited because it's really well written.
そんなことは
She concentrates all her power. She knows her body will not move, but she cannot abide just lying on the ground.
嘘だ。シローは生きている。まだちゃんと。
Certainly, she still feels a connection with her master. It is weak and ready to go out, but Emi Shirou is still alive, so she must go. If the enemy is something so unforeseeable, Shirou cannot match it. Damn it. Using the warmth inside her, she tries to get up. But it was useless. Even the sheath of the holy sword will require a few more minutes to heal her body.
もはや手遅れだ。おとなしくしていろよ、セイバー。お前が何をしようが次期聖杯は溢れ出す。10年前の再来だ。ただし、こたびの儀は。
Looking up at the red burning sky, the golden knight smiles.
喜べ、セイバー。あれを浴びれば、お前も俺と同じになれる。
God
この世で肉を持ち、第二の生を謳歌できよう。まあもっとも、俺のように自我を保てるとは限らんが。
Yikes. Saber looks up at her enemy in amazement. Saber can tell that thing is a great curse. It is a magnificent cluster of magical energy, and any magic should be possible with that amount. If it were Caster using it, nothing would be impossible. But it is a double-edged sword. That thing can only curse people. If immersed in such a thing, even a heroic spirit would be unable to keep themselves together. That makes her realize, the servant in front of her, this knight called the oldest king of heroes, he was swallowed by that pollution 10 years ago. So...
ギルガメッシュ。あなたは
he has gone insane already.
ほう、そう思うか、騎士よ。
Laughing, Gilgamesh looks down at Saber. His face looks crazy and it suits him.
侮るな。あの程度の呪い、飲み干せなくて何が英雄か。
Honestly, I could see it. I could see that fact heightening his arrogance and his capability of evil.
この世すべての悪？はっ、俺を染めたければ、その3倍は持ってこい。良いか、セイバー。英雄とはな、己が視界に入るすべての人間を背負うもの。この世のすべてなぞ、とうの昔に背負っている。
Saber gasps quietly at his words. She will never be able to come to terms with this heroic spirit, yeah. His arrogant thinking, his selfishness to consider himself the greatest, and his merciless nature that never thinks of others. This is different from the path of the king she chose, a set of beliefs that will never overlap with hers. But this man still is a king. She can say that with confidence. Of all the servants, this man is the only one who would be capable of keeping his sanity after being soaked in that vast curse.
そうだな。泥を飲ませるのはいいが、それで自我を失
Are
う
you
楽
serious?
しみがない。どれ、今のうちに婚姻を決めておくか。
Oh my god. This is a repeat of 10 years ago. Frick, man. Frick nuts. Let's keep going. Oh no.
ギルガメッシュ、貴様。
Wow. He just grabbed her like that. That's...
なんだ。手荒く扱われるのは趣味ではないか？ならば慣れておけ。女と食事に出し惜しみはしない主義でな。気の向くままに奪い、食らうだけだ。
It's awful. Held upside down, Saber glares at Gilgamesh.
サーバントとしてマスターに義理を立てているわけか。くだらんな。たかが霊樹の縛りでこの体をくれてやっていたとは。
それは違う。勘違いをするな、ギルガメッシュ。 私は誰にも従わない。初めから
It's true.
この体にそんな自由はないのだ。
It's true.
ほう。ではどうあっても俺のものにはならないというのか。
His red eyes pierce Saber. There's no human emotion. He will kill if she disobeys. He will just kill her no matter how attached he was to her. These are his true feelings, Gilgamesh's truth. Saber stares back at Gilgamesh, not averting her gaze.
ギルガメッシュ。私は誰のものにもならない。私はすでに国のものだ。この身は女である前に王なのだから。
She does not say it to anyone. She just says so, feeling the small warmth still within her body.
何を言うかと思えば笑わせるなセイバー。王にとって国とは己のものに過ぎない。何もかも支配できぬのならば王などという超越者は不要なのだ。まったく。アーサー王よ。そんなだからお前は
Come on,
国
man.
によって滅ぼされたのだ。
Come on. Golden Knight sneers at her immaturity. That brings back her determination. Yeah, you motherfucker.
ああ、その通りだ。
Oh my god.
だが英雄王よ。
This track appearing again is hype.
そんなだから貴様は自らの国を滅ぼしたのだ。
Yep. A roared yell full of spirit. Saber uses her whole body to kick Gilgamesh in the face with her free leg. Gilgamesh lets go. Saber stays upside down and jumps using her arms.
男子を足毛に。どうやら本格的にしつけられたいらしいな。
The only... Wow, that was a really good yell. She closes her eyes and looks within herself. That is why you were destroyed by your own country. She already knew that. She's heard those words over and over since she was summoned as Saber. But that man is different. He was mad like it was his own affair, but still, he thought that it was something to be proud of. So there is only one thing that must be done. Even if there is not the slightest chance of winning, she cannot stop here. While the warmth is still in her heart, she must run to her master as fast as possible. I see. About 8 meters to Gilgamesh, she placed herself at the best range she found earlier. Her body will not move as she wishes. Her legs do not have even a tenth of their original power, and the arms holding her sword are weak. She will fall without being able to block no matter what kind of a weak attack she receives. But there are no openings in Saber's stance, nor is there any hesitation. Gilgamesh has to prepare himself, seeing herself like that. The Golden Knight readies Aya and looks at his opponent. Wow. Saber does not answer. Her eyes show her determination. The air roars. The sword of separation, Aya, a sword set in ancient Mesopotamia to have divided and created the world. Gilgamesh's sword of separation roars to exterminate its enemy for sure this time. The swirl of air and the magical energy within it far exceed Excalibur. Yeah, he's finally given up on her. Aya is raised. Saber raises her sword to match it. Come on, Saber, what are you gonna do? I don't know what's gonna happen, but you can do it! Their gazes meet only for an instant. Gilgamesh's sword is swung. But Saber's sword falls without power. She's unable to activate... No. The light that cuts everything charges. Unable to do anything, she is swallowed by the light. What? The instant I am swallowed by... What happened? What? Swallowed by the darkness. Hell is printed into my brain. No, 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 no. What? Oh. There are 5 original penalties. Life penalty, body penalty, freedom penalty, fame penalty, fortune penalty. Give the penalty that extends so much punishment. Mud, darkness, and malice. Elimination of human rights by castration, exile, execution, torture, and sadism upon the body through digestion. Denial by consensus of a colony that eliminates all honor. What the Shine. Die. Scorn from judgment and selfishness that takes away men's fortunes. Death penalty, penal servitude, imprisonment to custody, fine penalty, crime from a grudge, crime from self-interest, unconscious crime, self-conscious crime, civil war, inducement, false statement, theft, robbery, kidnap, suicide, rape, arson, bombing, violation, negligent homicide, mass violence, to the work overconfident accident. Misdiagnosis, concealment, violation for benefit, violation for self-protection, violation for love, violation for respect, selfish, whatever that is, stealing, fraudulent fraud, concealment, murder, theft, crime, personal grudge, attack, dirty, you are dirty, atone, every violence, every crime, every victim, atone for everything. This world is ruled by something not human. Know the conscience to reform crimes. Know the penalty to reform crimes. People's kindness is here. There is so much it cannot be noticed. Know the violence to hide crimes. Know the power to hide crimes. People's malignance is here. It is so rare that it is noticed. 100 kindnesses and 1 malignance. Malignance shines bright to keep the balance and exists as a great evil to compete with the masses of kindness. There are 5 original penalties. Is this Angra? Or like the embodiment of like Aya? For self, inducement, false statement, theft, robbery, kidnap. So all. They want us dead. It's Angra. It's the curse of Angra. Yeah. My brain explodes. The mud eating away at my body remains and steals my warmth mercilessly. I am crushed by the things seeping in through all 5 senses. Darkness, I cannot look at directly. Ugliness, and I cannot acknowledge. Crimes, I want to run away. I gotta look for a sec. I get that these... Why does this strike me as like... We don't know what Angra is. But if they're a vessel... Not a vessel, they are the... But could it be a true omnipotent person? Like, what if it was a heroic spirit or a human that became Angra? Because there are 5 original penalties. Could it be that, like, this happened to the Angra? The 5 penalties happened to him? Or her? It could be a... But if it is human... I don't know, I could see that. I mean, Einsburn is a person, it could be a homunculus. It's gotta be something, it's gotta be a person, or a spirit, or something. That's weird. Why do I feel like this isn't directed at Shirou, but this is... All evils in the world. Why does it feel like all the evils of the world were cast onto him? like he'd been through it. The 5 penalties. There's gotta be some weird ritual shit that happened 1,000 years ago with the families. Which, I wonder if it was the Einsburns and Makiri in the Tosaka. If they, like, did something to create the Grail. You are dirty. Or was Angra created to be the great evil, to compete with the massive kindness like it says here? That's, oh god, this is so cool. This is so cool, man. Oh my god, I hope we learn more about it, dude. I'm so excited. Okay, this is so cool. I'm gonna analyze this, like, even more in editing, dude. This is lit. Every crime of the people in this world is in there. That is why I'm going to die. Or one trapped in this darkness will eat themselves to death from pain and hatred. But it could be just literally all the evil. But evil could be an identity, an entity. Unless it's like just human nature itself. Because human nature could extend to all evil. Kotomine said that this curse killed Kiritsugu. That fact knocks away every darkness. Oh, that's just wonderful. Warmth returns to my body. Blood flows through my beaten-up body and makes it stand. It's only natural. Such a thing. Emiya Kiritsugu had been burdened with this for many years. How did Kiritsugu survive this curse that long? What a guy, man. He was pressed by the voices for atonement and died unable to fulfill his wish. He said he wanted to become a superhero. He ran around trying to help someone, but could not get anyone's permission for that. Yet he still did what he could to pursue his ideals he had abandoned. In the end, he was relieved by something a kid said and nodded to himself that everything was okay. Oh my, what is... So I have to stand up. I relieved Kiritsugu and promised that I'd become one. If Emiya Shirou is really that superhero's son, then I can't let that bad guy beat me. Tosaka said, I should win no matter what. Saber said, he's an enemy that I must defeat. Even Kotomine said, if I'm going to fight, I should put my life on the line. They're right. What else can I bet if I won't bet my life? From the beginning, I have nothing else to give. Oh yeah, Shirou, unleash that raw, just raw scream. I leap desperately out of the dense black mud. I can hear his bewilderment. My throat is burning. My windpipe tears every time I breathe, and it feels like I'm swallowing pieces of glass. I don't care. Tears are welling up from anger. I'm going to go crazy from anger before I go crazy from the curse. You truly could not understand him, just like you couldn't understand Kiritsugu. Here, this is your downfall. You're gonna... Kill him! Kill him! Shirou, get him! I push my body and run. I put one hand behind my back. I grab the dagger. I'm in it. Yes! Come on! I'm in it too. Oh my god! Oh, you think he's just gonna punch you? Mate, you'd be wrong. You thought he was gonna... Dude, this is the... Oh my god, come on. I run. Kotomine sticks his hand into the waterfall behind him and extracts another clump of darkness. No. You're wrong. All my hesitations disappear. If I do reach Kotomine, I think his biggest mistake was that line. Yeah, you're wrong. Because the command spell is on my left hand. It's the only proof I have. As long as my command spell exists, Saber exists. If she exists, she must have defeated Gilgamesh by now, and she'll be heading over here. I think Saber will be angry if I don't greet her with open arms. Yeah, damn right, Shirou. So, I will defeat you now! To fulfill the last promise I made with her. Yes! Darkness approaches. Shirou, yes! A great curse is released from Kotomine's hand. My body melts from my fingertips. I won't look away. This is my role. There's still something I can do! The dislocation runs through space. With a flash of light and a roar of wind, the swirl of destruction is set loose from Aya. This is it. The final attack on both parties' end. This is it. The battle is so close. What are we gonna do? Saber, I don't know. With that in front of her, Saber could not even use her noble phantasm. She lowers her sword and moves her body forward as if she's falling. The light approaches. She cannot avoid it with her injured legs, and there is no shield in this world that could block Aya. A storm of light and wind that will destroy everything in its path. Nothing can stand against the true name of Aya. That is a fact that cannot be changed. Yes, until a few hours ago. The one surprise is not Saber, but the Golden Knight bearing Aya. Aya is still emitting magical energy and bringing forth destruction, but Saber steps forward into that tumbling storm of light. Her armor screams out. Cracks run through every wall of magical energy protecting her. In the period shorter than a second that they endure the attack, Saber steps up to Gilgamesh and... She opposes Aya's destruction with the greatest power she is permitted. Heat and light rumble wildly. The crash of the greatest swords push against each other with pure power, creating a boundary in space. But is it not useless? Excalibur cannot beat Aya. Even if she approaches at the risk of her life, she can only push back just a little. The balance easily favors Aya, and Excalibur's light is repelled back along with Saber. This is like the fucking Kamehameha beam struggle battle. Readying Aya, the Golden Knight looks at the enemy approaching him again and puts magical energy into Aya. This will be it. He will totally annihilate Saber with all his power. Aya's turns reach their maximum speed and the light surrounding Saber mows down Excalibur. No, but just before that, Saber's body jumps forward. A small space created by Excalibur, a place where she can take one more step. The instant she reaches it, her noble phantasm appears. The darkness becomes a raging wind to cover Emi Shirou. There is no way to avoid it, and the concept of blocking is useless against a curse that paints space itself. Those swallowed by this darkness will be absorbed by it like the painted space. Body melting from the fingertips. Legs moving forward, step onto empty space, and arms reaching out are already invisible in the black mud. Emi Shirou will be eliminated from the outside. Attacked by a feeling that his body is shrinking, Emi Shirou still does not accept death. Without looking away, he rejects it with all his might. The darkness surrounding the body, the pain trying to melt the body, and the curse trying to melt the mind. But they are futile attempts. There's no way for a mere human to resist the pollution. The body is still moving. The arm raised to grab something is still raised. But the mind is already destroyed. The mind is already painted in black, and the body should disappear into darkness as well. In that moment, you were my sheath, Shirou. Why is that voice remembered? The light turns on in the darkness. The instant the eyes realize the light is that light, everything reverses. No way! Guys, you know what this music is, right? I had no idea that the Emiya theme was gonna play. Yes, I know that theme because my friend has showed me that song and it's become one of my favorite songs. I thought that was Unlimited Blade Works. I didn't think it was in the VN. Oh my god, here it is, guys, the best. Dun, 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 dun. If you don't love this track, you're lying. This track's iconic and brilliant. Dude, this is epic. Everybody, I'm back. I had to go get something to drink because I know I'm gonna need it because we're near the end. I'm sweating my balls off. This is so cool. I'm so excited. I saved, as you saw, and I'm gonna reload the save to start this from the beginning because we get to hear the ending theme. I did not. Let's go. A light turns on in the darkness. You see the eyes realize the light of the. Here it is. Yes! Oh my god! The hammer comes knocking down, motherfucker. The mind accelerates, crackles with sparks, and creates the shape with unbelievable speed. Why is Trace on like one of my favorite things of all time now? Trace on. Just. Oh! Yes! The spell to begin the projection is murmured. In an instant, it is completed, omitting every step of manufacture. That is right. There is no need to reproduce from scratch. Avalon? Because this shape was engraved in the body. It is perfect in memory as it was part of Emiya Shirou's body. Damn straight, we get it. We got it. That is even more symbolic that we recreate it by projecting it. Yes! The arm reaching out still moves. The weapon created without concentration or spellcasting is grabbed. The light through the darkness. The world changes completely as the darkness is destroyed by a golden light. And in Emiya Shirou's hand is the perfectly reproduced sheath of Saber. And like that, with Aya straight ahead of her, her noble phantasm is activated. You've got this, Saber. Your sheath. Yes! That is so amazing. I love this. This is the best. This is a masterpiece. Her sheath. Oh my god. With that which is released and scattered before her is the holy sword's sheath. No one knows what kind of a divine mystery it is made from, but their sheath repels all light emitted by Aya. Now it goes beyond the level of defending. It is complete isolation. The barrier of fairyland that keeps out all filth from the outside lands. A complete world separate from this one that can never be reached. The Saber is protected by the sheath of the holy sword. She's blocked off from all matter in this world. The greatest protection in this world. This thing gets my... Oh, the greatest that cannot be infringed by anything, not even by the 5 sorceries. For that reason, the sheath is named Avalon. All as it is in Utopia, there's the drop. The place where King Arthur is said to have gone after his death. The Utopia the king dreamed of that will never be reached. Gilgamesh sees the death running up his spine. You ready? But he won't make it. The raised Aya will not stop turning, and Gilgamesh cannot manage to jump back. It is only natural. Who would even think that an attack with this much magical energy and this much power could be blocked? Yeah. Well, I'm afraid this is the end. Yes, Saber! Oh, yeah. Blue clothes run in. There's no armor on Saber. Oh my... Yes! It's so cool to see her defeat him in that. She's released the armor protecting her, put the magical energy gained into her sword, and... Yes! 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 Oh my god! This is the best Excalibur in the game! Oh my god! This is the best! This is the best! This is amazing. Now all darkness is blown away the instant the sheath is grabbed. Darkness surrounding Emiya Shirou, the darkness contaminating his body, everything is dispersed. Both of your arrogance was your downfall. This is no reason to be surprised. The sheath of the holy sword protects its possessor. The embodiment of the utopia she sought cannot lose to this dirty mud. He runs. At the moment he is released from the darkness, his speed is like that of a shooting star. Yeah, Kirei. Just you watch and stare at Emi Shirou, the one overestimating their ability and the one who cannot even spare to think about such things. The difference is only an instant, but an instant that decides the outcome. Still falling, Emi Shirou runs on his hands as well. In one hand is the dagger, in a crouching position, running to the Black Priest. Yes! Yes! The sword of retribution is stabbed into the priest's chest. Your own doing. It was by your hand that you fall today, Kirei. Poetic, is it not? The very same dagger, you bastard. The priest turns slowly. Before that, stopping himself with his feet, Emi Shirou jumps back. Oh, look at my boy, man. That's my boy. Like, The spinning body and all the magical energy in his left hand. He takes it and like a whirlwind, he just final smash up. Oh, just yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is too much. This is too much. The magical energy is poured into the Azoth sword along with the word of release. Word of release. I can't believe it. I can't believe we won. I genuinely, this is the best, dude. This is what I live for, man. This is awesome. This is so good. The golden sword was swung. She must not even have the energy to raise it back up. Saber keeps her sword and her face down. Slashed up, the man beholds the knight that has defeated him. The sound of wind echoes through the compound. The waves of light like a flood are no more. The two knights share no words as they place themselves in a parting called the battle's end. And the man sighs. He raises his weak hand and touches the cheek of the knight in front of him as if making sure she exists. Yep. The golden armor starts to fade away. The existence of the king of heroes is disappearing. Wow. Okay. That was brilliant. That's really good. As much as a piece of shit Gilgamesh is, I like that. I think that's a good end for him. I like that a lot. His fingers slip. His raised arm falls powerlessly to the ground. It's actually a good conclusion to his character, actually. That's brilliant. Yes, there's your ego. And it's gone. You gotta realize the truth. He says it sullenly, and in his final moments... He smiles ironically and disappears. Sparks fly onto the priest's uniform. Sparks are coming from the dagger in his chest. No chunks of flesh or blood are flying out. But still, the battle here is over as well. He doesn't even look at me. He is just looking down at the dagger in his chest in disbelief. The wind is blowing. Yeah, I bet you never expected the Azoth dagger. The wind coming from the void above eliminates the sounds around it. In the rumbling silence. Kotomine Kirei murmurs in a clear voice. Bet you feel a pang of regret. How long was he thinking? He sighs, and the body that he hasn't moved since the beginning of our confrontation finally moves. Mm-hmm. Are they going to give the reveal? The body of the priest falls to the ground. No, it's gotta be in a later route. I watch it all. He has talked about himself like he was something else until the very end. And the priest sinks into that which he summoned, that which he wished for. Fitting, actually. That's actually fitting. That is the end of the man called Kotomine Kirei. And the true end of the long battle